What if I told you that discipline isn't about having insane willpower, and that you've probably been making it much harder than it needs to be? Think about it. Have you ever promised yourself, starting tomorrow, I'll wake up early, work out, study for 2 hours, eat healthy, and stop wasting time on my phone? Then tomorrow comes, you snooze the alarm, you scroll for just 5 minutes, and somehow, it's already noon. Sound familiar? Here's the crazy part. The problem isn't that you're lazy. The problem is that you're trying to rely on motivation instead of a system. And motivation is like your phone battery, it eventually runs out. Discipline, on the other hand, is something you can build without feeling miserable. In this video, I'll show you a simple 3-step framework that makes discipline feel almost automatic. We'll talk about the powerful 5-minute rule that tricks your brain into taking action. A technique called habit stacking that makes good habits almost impossible to forget. And finally, how to make consistency so effortless that missing a day feels stranger than actually doing the habit. By the end of this video, you'll realize that becoming disciplined isn't about becoming a different person. It's about making better choices easier. Let's get into it. Step 1, the 5-minute rule. Here's a question. What's harder, reading 1 page or reading an entire book? Obviously, finishing the book sounds harder. That's exactly why your brain resists it. Our brains hate big tasks because they feel overwhelming. But here's the trick. Instead of telling yourself you'll study for 2 hours, tell yourself you'll study for just 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. Anyone can survive 5 minutes. And here's the funny thing. Once you've started, stopping becomes harder than continuing. This is called reducing friction. You're not forcing yourself to finish. You're only committing to begin. Imagine pushing a heavy car. The first push is the hardest. Once it's moving, keeping it rolling is much easier. Your habits work exactly the same way. Start ridiculously small. Success creates momentum. Momentum creates discipline. Step 2, habit stacking. Now let's make things even easier. Most people try to build habits by relying on memory. I'll remember to meditate. I'll remember to read. Spoiler alert, you probably won't. Instead, attach your new habit to something you already do every single day. For example, after brushing your teeth, read 1 page. After making coffee, write 1 sentence in your journal. After sitting at your desk, work for 5 minutes. Your existing habits become reminders. It's like adding another train carriage to a train that's already moving. You don't need to build a brand new track. Just connect the new habit to an old one. The less thinking required, the more likely you'll stay consistent. Step 3, make consistency effortless. Here's where most people quit. They miss 1 day, then think, I've ruined everything. No, you haven't. 1 bad day doesn't destroy progress. Quitting does. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for consistency. If you planned a 1-hour workout but only have 10 minutes, do 10. If you plan to read 20 pages, read 1. If you plan to study for 2 hours, study for 5 minutes. A tiny action still counts, because every time you show up, you're proving something to yourself. I'm someone who keeps promises. That's how identity changes. Not through giant transformations, through hundreds of tiny victories. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't debate whether you feel motivated. You just do it. That's exactly how discipline should feel. Normal, automatic, effortless. So let's quickly recap. First, use the 5-minute rule to beat procrastination. Second, use habit stacking so your environment reminds you instead of your memory. Third, focus on consistency, not perfection. Remember, discipline isn't built by doing huge things once. It's built by doing small things over and over again. The version of you that wakes up early, exercises regularly, finishes goals, and stays focused isn't someone with more motivation. They're simply someone who made the right actions easier than the wrong ones. So here's your challenge. Right after this video ends, choose 1 habit you've been avoiding. Don't do it for an hour. Don't do it perfectly. Just do it for 5 minutes. You might be surprised by how far those 5 minutes take you. If you found this video helpful, leave a like, subscribe for more practical self-improvement content, and share in the comments.